Oh, what do we have here? Today we got cops suspect missing grandmother was chopped up and grilled by her own family. Damn. Thank you guys for tuning in. And without further ado, let's get it.
27th, 2023. It's a quiet summer afternoon in this Maryland neighborhood. But when a neighbor spots a plume of black smoke rising into the air from the brush in a nearby house's backyard, they call the fire department. The fire department arrives to investigate. But by then, the fire has burned out and there's no sign of any arsonists. Little do they know that 4 days earlier, this house that looks just like all the rest was the scene of something like a horror movie.
Woman allegedly killed and dismembered by her daughter and granddaughter. It's a case that is stopping everyone in their tracks.
Burned and dismembered her body into more than 67 pieces.
This is Celia Hardy. She's 19, and she says that her grandmother's screams aren't all that unusual.
She always screams like this.
Wait. When you give birth to somebody, right? And then they give birth to somebody. As you're holding this baby in your hands, you're not thinking one day they could possibly do the unthinkable to you. This is wild.
Fall and so she always screams. So we found a dismembered body. Do you know what dismembered means? Okay, so we found pieces of her body.
Oh my
Pieces,
God.
like chopped up, like somebody's body was chopped up in bags in the house. I can't say for sure that it's your grandmother. I don't know whose body it is. I don't know who else's body would be in the house.
But her grandmother, 71-year-old Margaret Craig, hasn't been seen since. When the police get involved, they'll discover that this apparent missing persons case is far from ordinary.
I know she went missing twice last year, and then January she did the same thing.
Was there a report for that?
No, she came back the third day, but she never said who she was or anything. And I kept on asking, she didn't want to tell me.
A grandmother's scream, a smoking grill, and a chainsaw bought from Amazon. Here on the decoder, with never-before-seen interview footage, this is the disturbing story of the disappearance of Margaret Craig. She's known affectionately as Auntie Joyce among her relatives. As she got older, she began experiencing health issues. She'd recently suffered multiple strokes, and as a result, she needed long-term care. Her nurse was her daughter, 44-year-old Candace, living under the same roof and spending almost all their time together. Candace was dedicated to looking after her mother. She seems to have been the perfect daughter to the perfect mom. As a result, anyone would think she'd be distraught at the idea her mom had gone missing and that she'd contact the authorities as soon as she could. But it doesn't work out quite that way. On May 31st, one of Margaret's nephews drives over to the house. She hasn't been returning his calls for a week now. Having had so many medical emergencies in the past, her relatives are terrified that the next one will be her last. When no one answers his knock on the door, he calls the police. He messages Candace at the same time. He says, "I'm on the phone with the police. They are doing a wellness check. Sorry to scare you, but this is not normal." She responds with a thumbs up. When she finally comes to the door, she tells the family members that are gathered there that Margaret's gone to a friend's house. She says she'll go to the police once 72 hours has passed, not before. This is convincing enough that the responding officer leaves without taking any action. Margaret is an adult, after all. Even if she's a vulnerable one, Candace's words are enough for the police. But not for Margaret's family. One of them, at least, is still concerned enough that 2 days later, on June 2nd, they call 911 again.
Somebody did come forward and contacted the police department and asked the police to do a welfare check.
Officers respond to Margaret's address at 1:37 p.m. Candace answers the door and lets the cops in, seemingly ignorant that there's anything to worry about. It hasn't yet been 72 hours, after all, since she last saw her ailing mother, at least according to her. But what the police discover inside the house will throw everything into question, including the devoted daughter's claims. Is Margaret really missing? Or is the truth something worse? The investigators sit down with both Candace and her daughter Celia. They want to know when exactly they last saw Margaret, in what circumstances, and what they think might have happened to their beloved mother and grandmother. Candace is visibly in pain before the investigator comes in to talk to her. She's recently had issues with her back and went to the ER for it about a month ago. Has something she's done recently, some physical activity, like heavy lifting, aggravated the issue again? It's
Lifting the body will do that to you.
body language like this that will be key in her interview. Pressure from family members, the community, and the media is mounting. They need to find out if Candace and her daughter's stories match up.
Let me get you some basic information. What is your last name?
Craig. Who do you live with in that house? My grandmother, my mother, and my mother's boyfriend. What's his name? How long has he been living in the house with y'all? 2 years now. 2 years?
The investigators can tell Celia has something to say.
So when was the last time you seen your grandmother? On Tuesday, before I left to go to work. And you saw her last on, around what time was that when you went to work? Was it 11:30 in the morning? Yeah, before I went to work. Was she okay? Like, was it? I had to check on her to let her know I was going to work. Where was she at? She was in the house. In her room? Yeah. When you said you checked on her, was something wrong with her? No, I thought she was just sleeping. Okay.
So I know that your mother's missing. What is, kind of fill me into what's going on?
My daughter saw her on Tuesday. She said she was in the bathroom dumping her colostomy bag, and her grandma come out her room, and then she went out the front door. And then when she went out the bathroom, she realized the front door was open, so she knew she had to leave. But she didn't see her leave, but she knew she heard her.
So I saw her Tuesday, May 29th.
Yeah, she said before she went to work.
So far, so good. Both mother and daughter concur that the last time Margaret was seen was on Tuesday, 3 days earlier, May 30th.
And you said you last saw your mother on Monday.
Yeah, we put some stuff on the grill and took some food into her room.
Where did you see her at?
In the house. Yeah, we took some food to her bedroom. We had put some hamburgers on the grill and chicken.
What is the condition of your mother?
She had a couple strokes, diabetic. She was showing signs of early dementia, but not really diagnosed. The doctor never diagnosed her. She didn't want to go.
As Candace is talking about her mother's condition, we observe her touching her neck and her back again, like she can't get comfortable. This is a stressful situation, as she's only making her mother sound more vulnerable. Perhaps, conveniently, the undiagnosed dementia is something no doctor can confirm.
What do you know about her personal life or anything? Like anything going on in the house, that would be issues?
I just thought about that. Facts, because if it ain't prescribed, it's a lie.
With what?
Celia, meanwhile, focuses less on her grandmother's medical issues and more on her family's personal ones.
What was her condition when you saw her on Monday?
She was quiet all day on Monday. She basically stayed in the room. She didn't really do anything. That was it. She was in the bed. It was quiet. Like the last couple of days, she was just quiet. It was like you can hear her on the phone talking, and then she would just start crying when she gets off the phone, like she was depressed. And I kept on telling her, I said, you need to tell your family how you're feeling. And she didn't want them to know certain things, and she was like quiet.
So where do you think she don't drive, right?
No.
Well, she didn't drive. Where do you think she went?
I have no idea. Normally, if she needs to go somewhere, she'll ask me. But I went to the ER the first week of May, so regarding my spine, so I haven't been driving that much. But normally, she'll call her brother-in-law, but they didn't pick her up that day. And my dad is really not concerned. He's thinking that she's with some man. I said, no, if she was with some man, she would have told me. So I don't think that's the case. But he's like, oh, she'll pop up.
Candace is downplaying her lack of concern now, but just next door, Celia is undermining her mother's story.
But is that normal for you? Like if you came home and didn't see your grandmother for 3 or 4 days, would you think that was normal or is that abnormal? No, that's not normal. My mother, she was telling me how she did it before, but I never did that. She did it before. Okay, but normally you're seeing her every day when you come home from work or when you're leaving the house? Yeah. So you didn't? Mostly in her room all the time. Where did your mom say she went? Oh, she don't know. So she didn't say she went to a friend's house or anything? Yeah.
So who reported her missing?
Today, I don't know. I know she went missing twice last year. And then January, she did the same thing. And
Was there a report for that?
no, she came back the third day, but she never said who she was or anything. And I kept on asking, she didn't want to tell me. But she came back the third day. I don't know who made the report today. So me and my cousin were supposed to go to the police station today to file a report. So Wednesday, the police came to the house. I think one of my cousins called, so they came to the house and they looked around. And I told them about the history of her being gone, and they was like, well, I will wait out 72 hours to see if she came back. And that's the reason why I was going to file today.
When was the last time you spoke to your mom over the phone?
She texted me Monday to come down and open a bottle of water, but that was about it. And usually when I text her, she never responds, hardly. And when she needs me, she'll come by the step and she'll call my name. And she'll bang on the wall.
Text you on Monday.
No, that's the cell phone I text, not the house phone. She'll call me from the house phone if she needs me.
Until now, all of Candace's story has been anecdotal, but a text is something they can check against phone records. They can see if a text was sent from Margaret's phone on Monday, May 29th, but they can't know if it was Margaret herself who sent it.
How did you guys get here today? Tell me what happened today.
Today, I was in the basement cleaning up my daughter's colostomy bag, Celia, because she had a mess over the place. And there was a knock on the door. And then the officer, someone reported her missing. And he came in and he looked around the place and that was it. So they had me upstairs in the living room. They didn't allow anybody to come in the house or to leave the house. And I'm here. When I talked to the police officer, he just said they was going to ask me questions about the last time I've seen my mom and stuff like that.
The investigator tries to determine what this partially disabled 71-year-old might have taken with her if she'd left the house of her own accord.
Does it seem strange that I know that you said previously, she did it twice or three times in the past, but this has been for about 5 days. So this doesn't seem strange to you?
She was gone 3 days before, so I'm thinking, okay, she's going to pop up at the end of the day, but that never happened. So I said if she doesn't pop up, I told the family members, if she's not here by 72 hours, I'm going to file a report. Because before she came home, I think the second day or third day.
She'd need money, too, if she'd taken off.
So,
Facts.
Do you have access to your mom's accounts or anything like that?
Yeah.
So have you noticed in the last 4 or 5 days any normal transactions?
She has not made anything. She doesn't have a credit card, so it's nothing. And she can't remember her passwords. Her book, what she has on her passwords, was on the bed.
What kind of account?
Capital One.
So she got Capital One.
Yes.
And you haven't noticed any transactions on her Capital One card from...
The only transactions that was made, that I made them, but she didn't make anything.
It's becoming clear here that Candace is the closest person in the world to her mom, who's separated from her husband and has no other children. If she doesn't know where Margaret is, with access to her bank accounts and knowledge of everything happening in her life, then who does?
I feel like somebody lying. I ain't gonna lie to you, and I feel like she's the one that did it.
But Candace is continuing to emphasize her mother's poor mental well-being.
How would you describe your relationship with your mom?
We're close. She calls on me for everything. She probably is not happy with the career choice that I made. She wanted me to continue school. She probably had...
Man, that shit ain't gonna make you... Man, come on.
Disappointments about that. But other than that, she calls on me every day. Anytime she needs something, it's me. I guess my mother and daughter relationship, I should say.
You mean my mother and her relationship? How is it? It's okay.
Outside of the regular family argument, just,
I've been hearing my mother been taking her money too.
Is she unemployed?
Yeah.
How long has she been unemployed?
She stopped working, I say, some years now.
Okay.
More than 3 years. She said she gets paychecks, but I don't know how.
Okay.
Celia again agrees with her mom's account, but she goes even further. Candace's lack of employment has been a source of tension in the house.
You ever been violent with her or anything, or? No, never. Okay. I don't have her yet.
There's always something, because like if all of us is in this house, it's 3 grown-ups, right? It shouldn't be no reason why we struggling to pay bills or struggling to do this at all.
I know, like, my grandmother, she calls my mother name, like, every day, she gets irritated and stuff. Like, why should be calling me and stuff, but that's about it. Okay.
Now, hold on a minute. We've been talking about a missing elderly lady, confused and depressed with likely undiagnosed dementia, according to her daughter.
Right.
Only now, the investigators are asking about violence. There's something else going on here.
And you're not, so she calls you every day, and at this point, you're not concerned, even though you typically talk to her daily. And here it is, it's been 4 days, 5 days, and...
That's what said it's 72 hours, I was going to report. So I said, if I
What is all that swishing in the background? Do y'all hear that shit, or is it just me? Like, that shit is annoying.
didn't hear from her by...
That's what I get for getting the most expensive headphones I can find. I hear everything.
Yes, I'll file. That's when my concern will kick in.
So, okay, so we have some investigators that are at the house now. They conducted they got a court-ordered search warrant to search the house. So they're doing that now.
Candace's face looks stricken. She's shaken to her core. But why? If it's because they're searching her house, what is she so afraid they'll find?
Oh yeah, they just struck a nerve.
Little does she know, they've already found it.
So right now, what we're investigating, we found a dismembered body. Do you know what dismemberment means?
I know you lying. Yo, oh mama, Slat and Granny.
Okay, so we found pieces of a body. Pieces.
What the hell?
Like chopped up, like somebody's body was chopped up in bags in the house. I can't say for sure that it's your grandmother. I don't know whose body it is. I don't know who else's body would be in the house, but she's obviously missing at this point. We'll get her. We'll get whoever it is identified, but more than likely, you know, based off of saying that, you know, everybody said that they haven't seen her.
Wow.
Her. So that's what I'm a homicide detective. So that's what I'm investigating. So that's why I'm asking you the questions along the lines of like, would it like, if it got to a point where it got so like to the point where it got so violent, you know what I'm saying? So because the thing is that it wouldn't make any sense for us to find like, you know, by pieces and bags in the house.
Let's go back to the moment earlier this same day when the police arrived at Margaret's address for the welfare check. It's just after lunchtime, and they're expecting it to be little more than a routine visit. The trail, if there is a trail, will surely lead them out and away from the house. But it doesn't. The second Candace lets them in, they notice a strange smell lingering in the air. The smell is that of decaying human flesh. They also spot...
Why would you keep this in your house? How does a mentally sane person keep this in their fucking house? How do you sleep at night? Like, what?
3 white plastic...
Oh my God, I would have chills going down my spine. Oh man.
Plastic trash bags on the floor of the basement.
I guess that mean I ain't no killer. I couldn't, man. If it's a body right here, right? I couldn't go in that room over there and be asleep. It ain't no way. No.
Around these, they see bloodstains. One of the bags is open, and it visibly contains human brain matter. There's a knife lying on the floor beside it. Candace Craig has just let the cops into a murder scene. As the officers search the house, they also find a chainsaw cover, cutting utensils, and cleaning materials.
Y'all dumbass ain't think to throw none of this away? Like y'all just said, we just gonna keep it all here, and we just gonna let Granny just, like, come on, man.
Finally, they discover the chainsaw itself. It doesn't take much of a leap of the imagination to realize what horrible purpose that chainsaw had. A neighbor approaches the police, seeing them roping the house off as a crime scene.
They even had like a little table with one of the umbrellas. They had that out there. They had the grill.
In hindsight, they think that what Candace and Celia were burning was human remains. Candace isn't going to crack, so the investigators focus in on the weaker link of the two, Celia.
So I mean, like I said, I can't say that for sure it's your grandmother. More than likely, it probably is. Because, you know, who else would be chopped up, you know, in the basement? So that's where we found the pieces of her body at. That's what, you know, at this point, that's what we're investigating a murder at this point.
A sudden revelation of the depth of the police's knowledge like this can often make a suspect fall apart, and Celia is no exception. She starts telling the truth immediately.
So you can think of it.
Man, how could you do this to your granny? How could you allow your mama to do this to your granny? Boy, me and my mama would have had to catch the friendly fade. I ain't gonna lie to you. If I'm a woman. If I'm a man, I'm gonna, mama, you tripping. You need to go take out somewhere else. I got it.
Let me know.
I know I heard my grandmother scream, but
when was this?
This was Monday. Now I know I heard her scream, but she always screams. Like when she used to fall and stuff, she would always scream. So I asked my mother, what is that? She said that the boyfriend knocked something over, but all I heard was a scream. So I really don't know why.
So you heard her scream on Monday night, and then you woke up, or was you in your room?
I was already up.
Oh, so you was already up in your room?
Yeah.
And then you came out of your room, actually?
No, my mom, she came in my room. I was like, who's that screaming? She was like, bending off something over, but it didn't sound like bending knocked over something, because she was in the basement. You know, I couldn't really hear anything.
So you heard her scream basically from her room, and then your mother came in your room, and shortly after, and she said that it was Benny had knocked over something. Yeah. You just didn't think twice about it.
Yeah, because she always, when she falls, she screams.
Okay.
The investigator knows she's starting to get somewhere. In order to encourage this confessional spirit, she offers Celia some food or drink, like a reward.
Do you need any water or anything? Yeah. Anything to eat, anything like that? Yeah. We have snacks and stuff.
Oh, she about to tell on her mama.
Yeah. What do you eat?
Would you guys be able to tell on your parent? You feel me? If you was a part of something that you necessarily didn't do?
Like, are you allergic to anything? Okay. I'll be right back.
Then she leaves Celia alone for a moment to stew in her thoughts. Look at her body language here. The reality of what's happening is slowly sinking in. She's resorting to self-soothing, hugging herself for comfort. She looks at the cuffs attached to the walls, like she's contemplating the very real possibility of future prison time. Her only hope is cooperation with the cops. Like she's resigned to this, she takes the fruit cup the investigator gave her and opens it. She's going to try to take charge of her future now, even if that means turning on her mom.
I just want to clarify. So you said that you heard your grandmother scream on Monday night, but you still saw her on Tuesday morning? And you're sure that she was snoring and not like, and you just didn't like, you know what I mean?
I heard a noise, so I guess she was snoring.
Okay, so you're sure?
I told her that I was leaving out. I didn't hear
But she didn't respond back to you?
No.
So she very well could have not been alive at that point.
I don't know.
Okay.
And you ain't say nothing?
We got close.
Even if she tell, they finna hit your ass with the same they finna hit your mama with.
Okay.
Candace's story hinges on her daughter having seen Margaret alive on Tuesday, but Celia didn't actually see her.
Because, you know, like, I mean, it's one thing for a loved one to die from cancer or old age or whatever, but to have someone die, like, you know, where they're, like, chopped up, that's completely, you know what I mean, that's different, like, that's a different kind of suffering, you know what I'm saying, like, it's nothing natural about that, so that's why we're just trying to get to the bottom of this story, because...
Yeah, that's crazy.
It just, like, you know what I mean, like, the smell of a dead body is very, very memorable. So, like, you know what I mean, you come in the house, like, in how we found her, or wherever this body is, how we found the body had, like, was dead for at least 2, 3, 4 days, because it was kind of decomposed. So it had been there for a little bit. You know.
And you ain't hear none of this. You ain't hear the chainsaw going off. You ain't smell it. You ain't see nothing, right?
It would match up for what you heard on Monday, because, you know, it's now Friday. So a body, like, you know, chopped up.
Well, she looks so scared. I don't blame her. I'd be scared too. Shit.
In that state, it would make sense. Like, in that she heard on Monday, it could have been like whatever was going on down there. So that would make sense. But if you're saying that you saw her on Tuesday, and seen her sleeping, that part wouldn't, like I said, it wouldn't go with how long that body would have been, like, in the bag. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly, because your ass lying.
We're just investigating this at this point. So we're looking to know anything that you know, like, it's important. And even if it's something small that you might think, like, it might not matter, it would matter to us.
I was going through my Amazon orders.
Mm-hmm.
I saw she ordered a chainsaw.
Mm-hmm. On what day was this?
I gotta look back on the orders.
Mm-hmm. Was it this week though?
Yeah, it was this week.
Okay.
I know she ordered a chainsaw, and I was asking like, what is it for? She didn't really tell me.
After this video.
The detective clarifies what she already suspects, that Candace is the prime suspect here.
Is she like normal? Does she have like rage fits? Is she violent any time?
I know my mother and Billy, they argue and stuff, so she would like throw stuff at him, like throw like hard stuff. Like last time she threw something at him, I made her hold in the wall.
So you just pretty much have like fights between them, but never with your grandmother. Has Benny ever had any issues with your grandmother?
We observe Celia keeping her arms wrapped tightly around herself as she reveals how conditional her mother's love can be.
Today she was just texting me, oh, I love you. So when she's telling me that she loves me, that means something really bad happened. Or she did something.
Is that abnormal for her, or normally when something's going wrong, that's what she normally tells you?
Something goes wrong.
When was the last time she like said that to you or something went wrong? Like what happened with that?
She normally says I love you, so...
You just knew something was up because she was saying
I was at work, she was telling me, the police is here, I love you, and I was calling her phone, she didn't answer, she finally answered. She told both my sisters the same thing, she loved them and stuff. So I just knew something was wrong.
This is an obstacle to her cooperation. She doesn't want to betray her mom. The investigator tries to put her mind at ease.
We don't go back and forth about, like, you know, or we'll go to your mom and be like, okay, well, your daughter said this, but that doesn't make sense. We would let your mom tell her story, and then after she's finished telling us, like, we'll ask questions and be like, hey, so you didn't smell a body in the basement, and then we leave it at that. And then we just talk at the table, and that's it.
Yesterday when I was washing clothes, I did smell something, but I don't know what type of smell that was.
You never smelled it before?
No, just a bad smell.
It just stunk?
Yeah, it's like the whole basement living room.
It just stunk.
And I realized the carpet was gone.
Did you have carpet there before? Okay, and it just disappeared?
Yeah.
The smell of a corpse is obvious. So obvious that the police didn't need to be in the house for more than a few moments that day to realize what they'd walked into. The investigator tries to impress this upon Celia.
So through this whole thing, like between your mother telling you not to go to your grandmother's room, to seeing the carpet gone, to like you didn't think like anything was going, like where it was going on, because like so did, like your mother never at any point said like, hey, this is what happened, like this whole time.
This seemed weird, but I was trying to answer a question.
What did you ask me?
And you heard from grandma and stuff like that. She said, you know, she was texting her and stuff, like texting back and stuff, going back and forth with grandma. And I know she went grilling. She tried to grill.
Like when you like barbecue.
I know she tried to grill.
Did I eat any of that food, or she just grilled and didn't bring that in?
No, she just grilled.
Okay, but
I smelled it, but I just didn't see no.
But you didn't see no food or nothing like that from her. Okay. So
yeah, that's kind of strange because black people, when we put something on the grill, it's gonna be a bunch of leftovers.
Cousins, I guess, came over and they were suspicious of the whole thing because they're the ones who kind of initiated this whole thing anyway. Because then I guess they couldn't get a hold of her. And then they came in, like you said, they went to the house, police came, they found nothing. Did you never see those trash bags in the basement at all?
No.
Did you smell
I
it?
just smelled something bad.
Celia's listing her mother's suspicious behaviors, but she's not quite revealing everything.
I'm asking, like, what do you think could have went wrong between your mom and your grandmother to the point where...
She said it at the beginning of the video. Granny was tripping that mom wasn't working. They ain't got no money coming in. You know what I'm saying? Can't run no household off for just love and hope shit.
It got, like, to the point where your grandmother ended up in a position where they might have been in either a physical altercation or altercation that just went bad, and she got to this point.
I think altercation that went bad because I heard her scream.
You hear your grandmother, but you didn't hear anybody else scream at night, like nobody argued or nothing, just heard her scream.
I just heard her scream, then after that, nothing at all.
That next morning, you saw her before you went to work.
Yeah.
You think you heard her snoring though.
Yeah.
Did you smell anything when you went in the room?
I smelled pee.
Okay, so it kind of stuck in the room.
Yeah, I just smelled like pee.
Did they mention in the police report that that you and your mom were acting kind of weird that day? Like kind of trying to get them out?
No.
No?
No, I was trying to like get them to stay.
To stay? Yeah. Your mom was trying to get them to stay?
Yeah, I was trying to figure out where she was at too.
Okay.
And no, she was people telling her, oh, they need to leave, they need to leave.
What's most clear is that Celia couldn't have failed to notice her grandmother being murdered right under her very nose. And when these dominoes fall, they all fall. She sketches out a horrifying sequence of events. On May 23rd, the early hours of Tuesday morning, over a week earlier, Celia heard her grandmother scream. The next day, she found Margaret's remains in a blue bin in her bedroom. When she
And you ain't say nothing? This makes you accessory to murder, stupid.
Confronted her mother about this, Candace enlisted her help in dismembering Margaret's body using the chainsaw she'd purchased on Amazon. They tried to burn her remains on May 27th, the day the neighbors saw the fire. They also tried to grill her body parts, grilling pieces of chicken alongside them to try to disguise the smell. Candace had killed her mother by suffocating her with a trash bag. Then, with the help of her 19-year-old daughter, she tried to cover it up. It was a week later that Margaret's remains came to light. But why? By all accounts, she was a loving, caring daughter, dedicated to nursing her ailing mother. In just one night, all that had changed.
The mother and her daughter have been charged in connection with murdering the family's grandmother.
Woman allegedly killed and dismembered by her daughter and granddaughter.
What is MD?
It's a case that is stopping everyone in their tracks, and as Lex Juarez explains, it's posing a challenge for investigators, too.
Margaret's bank account was active even after her death on May 23rd, buying a box of 13-gallon trash bags, paper towels, and a plastic drop cloth. The chainsaw purchase was also in Margaret's name. If Candace had used her mother's money to buy the items used to dispose of her body, what's to say she hadn't been using it?
That is some sick shit. Not only did you get rid of your mama, but you gonna use her card to pay for the shit that you... Death penalty. Gotta be the death penalty.
While Margaret was still alive as well. This was made tragically evident by a series of phone calls made to Margaret's bank. In many calls, a woman who said she was Margaret Craig asked the bank to approve large purchases, such as a $211 pair of collectible sneakers, and wire money into Candace's
This bitch done got some J's. Come on, man.
account. In other calls, a woman who called herself Margaret, whose voice was notably different and older, pleaded for help. She'd been noticing strange purchases appearing on her statement from services she'd never used, like DoorDash and Lyft. This
She
was
don't even
the
know how to
real
use that
Margaret,
shit.
discovering that she'd been the victim of financial fraud, and the culprit was none other than her own daughter.
Oh yeah, you gonna ride in hell for a long time with gasoline drop.
Celia confirms this.
Like no beefing or nothing in the house.
My grandmother and my mother about the money situation.
Well, about your grandmother thinking that your mother was stealing money.
Yeah. And
You sat there and told on your mama? Woo.
sometimes my grandmother would go to the bank.
You would have did better just calling the cops as soon as it happened.
And my grandmother would be like, where's the money at? And the money would be gone.
Candace was systematically stealing from her own mother, who had a healthy retirement pot. Sometimes she'd even enlist her youngest daughter, who was 12, in the scheme,
What?
getting her to phone the bank for new debit cards. When Margaret finally realized what was going on and confronted her about it that fateful Monday night, Candace killed her. Candace denies all of this.
Oh man, that's cold-blooded. That's cold-blooded. You play God with your mama life. The person that sat up here, carried you for 9 months, and you just killed her. What?
She even tries to blame Celia and her middle daughter for the killing. But Celia knows it's time to do the right thing. She pleads guilty to accessory after the fact and is sentenced to supervised probation for 5 years. In exchange, she takes the stand to testify against her mother. She tells the jury about the stealing and the confrontation and the killing. She tells them about the burning and the grill and the chainsaw, all the different methods they tried and failed to hide what Candace had done. When asked why she helped cover up this heinous crime, Celia just replies, "Because my mother asked me." She must also undergo psychiatric and psychological evaluation and a drug and alcohol evaluation. She will live with her grandfather, Margaret's husband, in D.C. until—
Oh, hell no. If I'm grandpa, you can't stay with me.
She finds herself permanent housing. Candace, meanwhile,
she got permanent housing,
is found guilty. There are no mitigating factors in her life.
She was someone who worked hard all her life. She was providing for her grown daughter who was living with her, her grandchildren, and she even allowed her daughter's boyfriend to live in the home.
Oh, hell no.
So this is a giving, caring, loving, compassionate, and understanding woman who was killed, who was asphyxiated by her daughter.
That shit
make
crazy.
No mistake, Miss Candace Craig absolutely committed this crime, and she is now being held accountable.
As a result, she's sentenced to life without possibility of parole. Today, she sits in prison, with her family still reeling from what she's done. Not just murder, but the murder of a vulnerable elderly person and a loving grandmother. What do you think about this tragic story? Let us know your thoughts.
I hate that this woman couldn't live out the rest of her days after she worked so hard to provide for a life for her kids, her grandkids. She's supposed to be, going on vacations, even with her mitigating health. This is just, wow. Like, you could literally sit here and take care of somebody their entire life, and they can still fuck you over, bro. Like, they can still literally screw you over. That is just wild. Wow. But thank you guys for tuning in. We got one more video. I gotta find it though. And then after that, baby, we finna be done for the night. All right. Michael Jordan's son's arrest takes a shocking turn. Oh, wow. Thank you guys for tuning in. And without further ado, let's get it, baby.
You know the train's come by right now, right? No, I know. That's why I'm trying to get the out of. How much did you have to drive? A little bit. Under the legal limit. I'm f***ing walking. Yo, chill the f*** out, bro. You chill out. Hold on. You brought in Marcus Jordan.
When police in Maitland, Florida come upon a Lamborghini on the railroad tracks, they don't need their best detectives to figure out that something has gone awry. But they quickly realize that the driver of this vehicle is none other than the son of basketball legend Michael Jordan.
Are you?
No fucking way. Michael Jordan!
You like popular or something? I don't know exactly what the I don't know who you are, man.
Please note that all persons charged with a crime are presumed innocent unless and until proven guilty in a court of law. At a little past 1 o'clock in the morning on February 4th, 2025, officers with the Maitland Police Department come upon an unusual and dangerous sight. A car has veered off the highway and gotten stuck on the railroad tracks. The situation poses a significant threat
Well, how the hell?
to those in the car, as well as the officers.
Hey, you guys good? Yeah, we're trying to. My car's a little stuck right now. I see that. You want to help us? We're going to try. What happened? How'd you get on the tracks, man? Help us try and reverse this thing out. Well, hang on. You are stuck. You know the trains come by right now, right?
No, I know. That's why I'm trying to get.
Why is she rolling up the window? They probably out. You know what I'm saying? Messing with them 8-balls.
Your car ain't going nowhere, dude. You're buried. You're stuck on the track. I need you guys out of the car because there is a train coming right now.
What the f?
So then let me pull up.
You can't move.
You're not gonna be able to move it. Just get out of the car.
You can't. You're buried.
They are both impaired.
You're buried, bro. You can't go nowhere. You're buried. But there's a train
At least to the
less than 5 minutes away.
All right.
And he gonna keep listening to her dumb ass.
So then.
Boy, you supposed to be a leader. You know who your daddy is.
You want to get hit by a train?
You think I want to get hit by a train?
No, that's what I'm saying.
Not.
Get out of the
So why the f are you on the train tracks, Marcus?
car so we don't get hit, so we can get off this thing.
Baby, try to the right.
All right, get out of the car. Do you see what I'm saying? This car ain't going nowhere,
Baby,
man.
this is bad.
He's been spinning.
Oh, goddamn.
I mean,
that's what I said. It ain't going nowhere. We can't help you with that.
My boy having a good ass night. you know how good of a night you gotta be having to do this shit with a $350,000 car.
Somewhere we're notifying them to see if they'll stop, but they got one coming for Sanford.
Whatever.
I mean, I feel like we got 1, 2, 3, 4.
You need a tow truck, but
there's 4 of us guys. We can push this mother.
My concern is us.
I mean, the concern is this $300,000 vehicle.
Is he taking a leak?
I would like to just like push it out the way.
Let's start trying.
I don't know what to do about the tow truck or anything.
Tow truck? We don't need a tow truck. We just need.
You need something to lift it, bro. Yes, you do.
Can I get some manpower to push?
Okay, first of all, no, because I'm not getting you back behind the wheel. But the reason why, so
do me a favor, keep your hands out of your pocket.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Keep your hands out of your pocket. There's nothing in my pocket.
That's all right.
Bro, I'm Marcus Jordan. I'm Michael Jordan's son. Okay. I'm not doing anything.
How cool is it to say that, even when you're doing dumb shit like this?
Nothing wrong. I'm just trying to get home, and I made a wrong turn.
On the train track, bro?
Okay. And clearly, we would just like to get our car off of the train track, which we were not trying to be on.
Well, we got a tow truck on the line.
We really need a tow truck? I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 of us. We can't push this thing in reverse and get it off the track. No? The quicker we can move this, the better, right?
I'm telling you, we cannot push this car off the track. There's no possible physical way in this universe.
I disagree with that.
Okay.
But,
well, you have more than right to disagree with me, okay?
I mean, I'm just saying, if there's 6 of us, and
how many cops is it? It's like 4 cops behind or something, including officer. Or
we throw this thing in reverse.
Okay. Well, I've already got concerns for your level of impairment, anyways. Okay, so that's why. Because I can smell alcohol coming from you, and you're on train tracks. Okay.
He got a point.
Come on, man.
Just listen to me. That's why I don't want you back behind the wheel, anyways. Okay.
I'm fine behind the wheel. I just would like to get my car out of this.
We'll deal with that after this, okay? But that's why I had to get you out of the car, okay? Because I hear spinning tires, I hear slurred speech from you. You're driving on train tracks.
I'm not slurring anything, and I'm
okay. I'm letting you know. I have concerns.
I appreciate your concerns.
Yeah, I don't want.
But I am not inebriated. I'm not familiar with this area. I made a right.
Delta,
I thought I was making a right onto the highway. I made a right onto train track.
10-12.
Yep. Where did you turn at, man?
I wish I could tell you, but
you're way down the train tracks. That's what I'm saying. It's not like you just turned.
We're not way down the train tracks. We made a right. And
where the street at, then, boy?
Another right. Man, bro.
You can't get the car off, and we're not pushing it. Okay? So I'm letting you know that. All right?
I mean, I could definitely get this car off if you gentlemen would like to help.
She hot as hell, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Help me.
I told you, we're not pushing a car off of train tracks like this, and I'm not getting you back behind the wheel until I know that you're safe enough to operate it.
Okay, so what do I have to do to show you that I'm safe enough to operate it?
Well, I'm going to ask you to do field sobriety exercises in a minute, but I'm going to read you your Miranda rights first. You're not under arrest.
I know that. I know I'm not.
So the reason why I have to
I shouldn't be. If I know anything, I'm pretty sure that nobody's going to get hit tonight.
Okay.
right?
The more he's talking, the more he makes it. Whereas, bless ya!
My main objective is to just like get my car back on the road. And so that's all I would like to do. But I understand you guys have a job to do. Like, I'm not trying to interfere with that. I respect all of that. 3-4 of us can easily move this mother.
This way, then there's a big opening where.
Yes, let's. I'm open to any ideas you guys have.
At last, the cops convince them to move away from the railroad tracks. And if Marcus is unhappy to leave his Lamborghini behind, he'll be even less pleased with what the officer says next.
All right, ma'am, I'm going to be doing an investigation on him right now. Okay, I smell alcohol, slurred speech.
In my opinion, I'm not slurring any speech, sir.
So,
whatever you have to do, officer.
That's what I said. If you were willing to talk to me about it,
I'm talking to you.
Field sobriety exercises and all that, no problem.
I mean, if that's what we have to do, then we have to do that. I mean, I apologize. The last thing I wanted to do was put my car on the tracks. Obviously, it's a $330,000 car. And now
that was close. $220,000 off.
Just trying to get home, and I got a little discombobulated, apparently, because I thought this was going to cut me on the street. But clearly, I'm on the
railroad track instead, huh?
Right.
Follow it with your eyes.
I am.
Don't use your peripherals. I want you to stare at my finger.
I see it. I'm following.
All right.
Yeah.
Then why are you looking at me? No, I want you to stay looking at my
when your finger stops.
So keep your eyes on it. All right. So we're gonna grab some tape and have you walk on the line. Okay? Do you feel comfortable in those shoes? You able to walk on them?
I'm comfortable.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel great.
That's the problem. You feel a little too great.
You're gonna take 9 heel-to-toe steps down the line. 2, 3. Do the turn.
So then here's the turn. Come on, man. Like what the?
When I tell you, you're gonna raise 1 foot 6 inches off the ground like this.
Sure.
You're gonna look at your raised foot. You're gonna count out loud.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
Keep your arms down by your side.
7, 8, 9, 10, 21.
Do the trick.
Should we restart?
No, we can go ahead and stop. Scale from 0 to 10, 0 to completely sober, 10 being falling down drunk. Where would you put yourself at?
Where would I put myself at? 3.
3?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Put both hands back. I believe you had too much to this night. Okay. Just letting you know. Okay.
I disagree with that, sir, but whatever you say.
As they walk him to the car in handcuffs,
You supposed to say 0, dude. This boy said 3.
it quickly becomes clear that putting Marcus under arrest is only the beginning of a very long night.
I'm following y'all. Y'all walk, and I'll follow. I'm walking.
Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. Whenever I get up, I'm gonna just call me an Uber Black, and that's a wrap. I can't take no chances.
You walk like a normal person, you'll be all right.
I am a normal person, man. What is y'all been crazy? You disrespecting me.
Do you mind holding this for me?
To a small degree, you guys are disrespecting me. Man, what a Monday night.
On a Monday night? I guess when you rich, it don't matter.
You want to see my dick? And you want to check under my nuts too?
No, not really.
Go ahead. Really I feel like you might be.
No,
I feel like you might be.
Where is that?
I don't know. The way you searching.
Well, we gotta search everybody's thing.
Nah, you can check under there. It's just a big dick and some big balls, bro. Yeah, receipts I paid for in this city. Like what the? I didn't do anything, man. I made a wrong.
You're arrested for DUI.
But I'm not drunk.
All right, take a seat.
Number one.
My opinion.
DUI is driving under any
One
influence.
question. You can ask me one question, I'll answer it, and then I want you to sit down. What's up?
I just want to understand why y'all are treating me as if I did something criminal.
Because I think you have driving under the influence.
But I'm not.
Substance. So I've answered your question. Now please sit down, and I'll answer more questions. Please sit down.
I got nothing else for you, bro.
All right.
Hold on. Can I sit down?
Sit down.
Yo.
Sit down.
Sit down. Yo, chill out, bro.
You chill out. Hold on.
Stop picking. Yo,
Can I ask my girlfriend a question?
No. Don't do this, bro. What are you doing?
Relax.
Sit down.
Relax.
Put your feet in the car.
Relax. Can I ask my girlfriend a question or no?
Put your feet in the car. Put your feet in the car.
I got it right behind you.
Wow. Okay. All right. What's your name?
Officer Marino, badge number 183.
I am listening to you. I did everything you wanted me to. Did I not? Boring Monday night, huh?
Hold on, what was that they was just... What? Is that Anita? What is that? What the f... Is that a vape? Oh. Bro. Aw, they caught you with this, bro? In a baggie? Come on, Marcus.
Did I not? Boring Monday night, huh? So let's arrest Marcus Jordan.
Where we going? There's a baggie with powder. I was gonna grab the wife to.
Bro, you need help. This is not the first time that they didn't caught you with.
Boring Monday night. Now y'all have some.
It's gonna be on the bottom.
We'll have some beers after this.
Oh, did he kick him?
Yeah, he just started kicking.
Now I kick somebody.
All right, watch yourself.
Put him in the car. Come back.
Oh, he headbutted you? Oh, bad. So he's gonna have about 4 charges. Any questions? All right.
Thank you for your service. Thank you for protecting our country.
Thank you for your support.
She about to work on getting herself a ticket too now.
I apologize, I made the wrong turn. Jesus Christ.
Man, next time, bro, just call an Uber, bro.
Well, and like you said, I mean, I appreciate the apology for making the wrong turn, but we gotta make sure everybody's safe to drive.
Brought in Marcus Jordan.
Is Marcus Jordan are you like popular or something?
You know exactly what.
I don't
act like you don't know.
I don't know who you are, man. I've never met you.
Yeah. Billy, you can turn this up. I like this song.
Marcus isn't getting the recognition he seems to want from the cops, so he turns his attention to the driving beat of Survivor's Eye of the Tiger.
Nah, we can't go any more louder. I gotta listen to the radio.
That boy has a kite.
Well, no matter what I say, you always tell me to stop talking.
Sir, I didn't tell you to stop talking. I obliged with everything you asked me to do.
No. When we got in the car,
You made the assumption, which was a wrong assumption, that I was too impaired to drive. All I did was make a turn down the
I ain't never seen nobody do no shit like that, though. I ain't gonna even cap to you.
wrong street, thinking I was going to get back to the highway, and it was a mother railroad track. I apologize. I'm sorry. But, yo.
Bro, you gotta get some help. You can't be out here like this now. I understand we human and we make mistakes, but God dang.
I'm a 67 in the 60s, sir. Slow it down. I don't feel comfortable in a car that's speeding.
You feel comfortable in a car that stopped on the tracks?
That was an accident.
How do you answer that? Like, how do you answer that, bro? Honestly. He said you feel comfortable with a car on the tracks?
I want to help you push my in reverse. You get back on the street.
There was no pushing that one, man. You dug it deep.
I've had 9 cops.
Yeah?
Y'all couldn't help me.
No, not if I think you're impaired. I don't want you to.
I wasn't impaired, sir. I'm not impaired. Yeah, I'm talking to you sober.
I wouldn't have you in handcuffs if I believed yourself.
Yeah, I disagree.
Yeah, if you were sober, you wouldn't have went on no train tracks. You would have just.
You have the right to do that.
If I was a white mother that was the CEO
Oh, here we go.
I arrested you just.
It wouldn't have been handcuffed.
Oh, yeah.
Nah.
You keep saying you're a big target. Are you a celebrity or something? Dude, I don't know who you are, man.
Yeah, but it's good. So they don't ask you.
You keep bringing it up, man. That's what I'm asking. That's all.
You know. You act like you don't know. But it's cool. We'll find out tomorrow. Okay. We'll find out tomorrow.
As Marcus waits for the officers to recognize his celebrity status, He encourages them to crank up the radio on another 80s hit, Owner of a Lonely Heart.
I gotta sing it. Free yourself. Y'all both white, right? I'm Hispanic. Exactly.
What is white guy? I ain't gonna lie to you. These days, guys, I do not see color. I just see idiots and dumbasses. I don't care about white, black, Mexican. Like, as long as you cool people and we vibe, I fuck with you. I don't see no color. I don't see no creed, none of that, bro. Like, if you good people, you good people. You know what I'm saying? I have friends of every origin. You know what I'm saying? This black and this white, I mean, we all bleed the same blood, baby. We all die the same way. You feel me? Different ways of dying, but you know.
You realize that
I don't be understanding it. I don't be understanding how you could be racist at this point in time. Like, it's 2026, bro.
Bring up what the I want to bring. It's a free country, right?
I'm just letting you know. There's nothing against.
I can say what the I want, but if I was a white mother, if I was the CEO at Morgan & Morgan,
I'd arrest you too.
Exactly.
I wouldn't have done.
Exactly.
Y'all quiet as what? There's cameras in here?
There's been cameras the whole time.
I know. Why y'all quiet now?
Because everything I say, you turn back against me, bud.
I'm not turning. What am I turning back against? Name one thing.
You told me to be quiet in the beginning.
Told you to be quiet when?
Right when we got in the car. I told me to shut up. And then everything I say, talk about race.
I didn't say nothing about race, but I did say if I was a.
As soon as somebody brings up race, I be quiet because that's not what I'm about. All right.
Bullshit.
And that's exactly the reason why we're there.
How about this? Can I call it bullshit?
Sure,
brother.
Sure.
According to the arrest affidavit, the officers who came upon Marcus on the tracks were told that the same car had allegedly fled from an attempted traffic stop only a few minutes earlier.
Ooh.
The affidavit also states that officers tested the white powdery substance and it tested positive for cocaine.
Boy.
Marcus Jordan was allegedly transported to the Orange County DUI Center, where he refused to take a breathalyzer test and bonded out later that day. According to court records, Jordan has been charged with 1 count of driving under the influence.
Is it that white?
Thank you guys for tuning in. Shout out to all my supporters. I love you. And that's it, baby. We out.